These are areas that weren't emphasized on the old exam as much, but they're now more likely to show up on the new exam. So we've got app dev and deployment. We've got, Cloud Run is more of a focus. Cloud Deploy is a newer service, and knowing when to use, Cloud Deploy versus Cloud Build. Application Integration Service is a newer offering for connecting applications and automating workflows between them, including ones that are outside of GCP. Application testing strategies like unit tests, integration tests, load tests, smoke tests, when to use each in different environments. Direct VPC egress as well is a networking feature that lets serverless services like Cloud Run connect directly to VPC resources. That could have been like a, not just under app dev and deployment, but under like a networking category. But I think it's most likely to show up in the context of Cloud Run. Security and compliance. So HSM mode in key management service is more likely to show up. Service perimeters, service controls, conditional IAM policies. These are all just kind of newer things that are being emphasized more than previously, even if, they had a chance of showing up previously. Conditional IAM policies are actually new. I'm not sure exactly when they were released, but I don't think they were on the old version of the exam at all. Then we have AI and ML services. So this is probably not a surprise. Vertex AI Model Garden, this is where you can access pre-trained models. Vertex AI custom model runtimes. That's something that we'll go over later in the course, in this presentation, actually. Pipelines help you orchestrate ML workflows. These are all things that you need kind of a cursory understanding of. Gemini Cloud Assist is, the assistant that you now can kind of see and access in the console. And then Notebook LM is part of Gemini Enterprise. And it's, you work with, some of you have probably used it. You work with documents using generative AI. And then you've got Colab Enterprise, which is kind of the managed version of Google Colab for teams to coordinate or collaborate on Jupyter notebooks like they do with, Google Docs and things like that. Data and storage. We've got AlloyDB. That's something that's more emphasized and wasn't really on previous versions of the exams. File store service tiers is something you need to be more familiar with. Big table schema design, another thing you need to be more familiar with. There's only a few listed here, but really like data and storage is not a main focus of the PCA exam in general.